From chatbots to agents. This is Module 1, Lesson 1, the Builder track, and it's where the whole course begins. Let's build the mental model that makes everything else click into place. Let's start with the frustration you've probably felt. You open a chatbot and you type, "Book me a flight to Seattle next Friday." What do you get back? Not a booking. You get a helpful paragraph explaining how you could book one, which sites to visit, what to search for. It answered you, but it didn't actually do anything. You still have to go do all the work yourself. And that gap between something that tells you how and something that actually gets it done is the entire reason agents exist. This whole course is about closing it. So let's be precise about what a chatbot actually is, because naming it clearly makes the leap obvious. Under the hood, a chatbot is basically a pure function. Text goes in, text comes out. You give it a prompt, it returns one response, and then it's done. By default, it doesn't remember the last turn. It can't press a button, open a file, or check a live source. It's a single-shot, stateless text transformer. It's genuinely brilliant at that, but it is fundamentally passive. It waits for you, answers once, and stops. An agent flips that relationship. Instead of handing a prompt and getting one reply, you hand it a goal, and it owns the outcome. Book the flight. Research this topic and brief me. Fix this failing test. The agent decides what steps are needed, takes them, checks whether it's actually getting closer, and keeps going until the goal is met. A chatbot produces an answer, an agent pursues a result. That shift from a reply to an outcome is the single most important idea in Agentic AI. Everything else is mechanics. So here are the mechanics in one picture, and this is the most useful mental model in the whole course. An agent is just a model wrapped in a loop. In the middle sits the model. That's the brain, the part that thinks. But a brain on its own only produces text. The loop around it is what turns thinking into doing. It feeds the model information, lets it choose an action, runs that action in the real world, and feeds the result back in. Model in the center, loop around the outside. Hold on to that image. Let's slow down and name each part of that loop, because we'll use these exact words for the rest of the course. 1. Perceive. The agent reads its goal and its current state, everything that's happened so far. 2. Reason. The model looks at that state and picks the single next action. 3. Act. It actually performs that action, calling a tool, running a step, writing something. 4. Observe. It reads the result and folds it back into the state. Then it loops. And the key word there is state, the running memory of the task that grows with every pass. Let's make this concrete with one task. Research the case for renewable energy and give me a short source briefing. A chatbot does it in a single shot. It writes one confident summary from memory with no live sources, and if part of it is outdated, you'd never know. An agent works the problem instead. It reasons that it needs current information, so it searches. It reads what it finds and notices a gap, so it searches again. It drafts the briefing, attaches the sources it actually used, and checks every claim before returning. Same request. One guesses in a single step, the other investigates over several. That difference is the whole game. So what specifically do you add to a plain model to get that behavior? For capabilities, tools so it can act in the real world, like searching or calling an API. Memory, so it remembers context within a task and across tasks. Planning and reasoning, so it can think ahead and break a goal into steps instead of just reacting. And teamwork, so multiple agents can divide and cooperate on bigger problems. Every module goes deep on one of these, and Module 1 builds the foundation that makes them all possible, the running loop. It also helps to see that agent isn't an on-off thing. Autonomy is a spectrum. At the low end, a model that can call one tool when you ask, useful, but you're still driving. A step up, a single agent that runs its own loop to finish a goal without you steering each step. Higher still, multiple agents that plan, divide work, and hand off to each other. And at the far end, systems that run continuously with little supervision. As you move up that ladder, the agent does more on its own, but it also carries more risk, which is exactly why later modules spend so much time on evaluation, safety, and control. Now let me kill the biggest misconception before it costs you weeks. People hear agent and think it's just a clever prompt, one magic block of text that makes the model autonomous. It is not. A good prompt matters, and we'll spend a whole lesson on it. But the prompt is one part of the system. The agent is the loop, the tools, the memory, the state, and the control logic around the model. Think like an engineer designing a system, not a wordsmith writing the perfect sentence. That mindset is what separates a demo from something that actually works. Enough theory. Let's make this real by building something together across the entire course. Meet Atlas. Atlas is a research and briefing agent. You give a question, anything from summarize this market to what changed in this technology this week, and it researches across sources and returns a briefing with citations you can actually trust. We're not going to build 10 disconnected demos. We build this one agent, and it grows with you. The same Atlas gets smarter and more production ready as each module adds a new piece. Here's how Atlas grows, so you can see where we're headed. In Module 1, right now, it's version 0, a single agent that answers with one model call and the loop. In Module 2, it gains real reasoning and planning. Module 3 gives it memory and retrieval over a set of sources. Module 4 turns its tools into proper MCP tool servers. Module 5 splits it into a team, a planner, researchers, a writer, and a critic. Module 6 rebuilds it on Microsoft's frameworks and the Azure AI Foundry Agent service. And by Module 10, you ship it to production, end to end. Same Atlas, every step. So let's be honest about where Atlas starts today, because starting small is the point. Atlas version 0 is the simplest agent that can genuinely be called an agent. It makes one model call wrapped in the agent loop. That's it. It has no tools yet, so it can't actually search the web. We add that in episode 1.3. And it has no memory yet, so it forgets everything between runs that arrives in Module 3. It's deliberately bare, so that by the end of this module, you'll understand every single line of what makes it tick. Let's watch version 0 handle a question it can answer from what it already knows. Explain the difference between a container and a virtual machine. Perceive, it reads the question in an empty state. Reason, the model decides it already knows this, no action needed beyond answering. Act, it writes the explanation. Observe, it checks the result against the goal, sees it's complete, and stops. One clean pass through the loop. But notice what's missing: no sources, no live data. For a question that needs today's information, V0 would be stuck And that's the exact limitation that motivates the next lesson. Which brings us to the plan for the rest of Module 1. 4 short, focused lessons that take Atlas from this bare loop to a genuinely useful agent. 1.1, this lesson, the mental model. 1.2, we take the agent loop apart and run it, step by step, in code. 1.3, tools and function calling, where Atlas gets its first real ability to act. And 1.4, prompting an agent versus a model. To build along, you'll want Python, access to an Azure OpenAI or Foundry model in your editor. Let's lock into 3 things that matter from today. First, an agent is a model wrapped in a loop: perceive, reason, act, observe, then repeat. Second, for capabilities, turn a model into an agent: tools, memory, planning, and teamwork. And third, we're building one real agent, Atlas, all the way from this simple loop to production. If those 3 ideas feel solid, you're ready for everything that follows. That's the mental model, the foundation the whole course stands on. Next up is episode 1.2, where we stop talking about the loop and actually run it in code. Subscribe, and let's build Atlas together.